Hello everybody, Sava Gobbit, and today I've got a different sort of unboxing for you. My friend Kenny, bless him, he has let me borrow these awesome miniatures from, as you probably see just now, Greebo Games, a miniatures company that I wasn't aware of until my good friend started looking into these guys, and he's since ordered quite a lot through them. I think he's ordered a lot through, what's it called? Was it Kickstarter? There we go, Kickstarter. And I know he ordered these through Kickstarter. Took a little while for them to come through, and he's very pleased with them. And he said, "Would I like to have a go at doing a unboxing, on here for you guys, and sort of show off what they are?" Because I, for one, am not too familiar with Greebo Games until recently. I've been looking at stuff on the internet and stuff on their website, and I am impressed. I'm impressed by what they do. The quality of the miniatures is awesome. I've had a little bit of a look at these guys already because my friend's already opened the box. The box itself, I believe they actually come in like a plastic tray, a bit like Games Workshop does, where you open the box, you've got a plastic tray with all the bits in. I think for the most part these are actually all just one lump of metal. There's no parts to them, don't think so, but we'll have a little look together and see if there's anything Kenny may have glued down. Yeah, we'll go from there, but as first things first, minus the plastic tray, which I think was in here originally, but the box itself is awesome. It's lovely and smooth. It's got a lovely colour to it. Really nice colours. So sort of emeraldy, dark green, bit Drakari-esque, a bit sort of elder, but bit sort of sinister and evil. But it's really cool, really cool. I love that. I love the design of their logo. I'm not entirely sure what you call that. I don't know, really. It's kind of like a cross between a bird, an orc, and a deer or a stag or something, isn't it? Really, I'm not sure. Yeah, but it's really cool, really, really cool. I like it. It's a nice little box. Like I say, I believe it did come originally with a plastic tray as well, with all the miniatures actually inside. So, like I say, these were part of a. Oh, these are pretty good. These are cool. Some have come out of their bases, it looks like. But yeah, these are part of a Kickstarter. I think you can just buy them as normal. And these are, I don't know if I've actually said what these are, have I? I don't know, I'll say it again anyway. These are the P-Ork or Pig-Ork Bloodbowl team. And these are pretty good. These are pretty good. Yeah. So these are pig orcs or P-Ork. I think the description on the internet is P-Ork, but it might actually be Pig-Ork. I'm not entirely sure. But they're they're a what's the word? Instead of orcs, well, obviously, type of team, and each one is obviously a certain version of that, which I believe is actually in the description. So you know what's what, or maybe you can actually choose, which one is. You can obviously paint on the bases or whatever. And yeah, they are awesome. They're covered in something called Greebonite, which is what Greebo Games offer. You pay only a small amount extra, and no matter how many models you order, you just pay this one small, amount extra to have this Greebonite stuff put on them. And I believe it's some sort of type of a wash, possibly a varnish, something like that. And all it is the miniatures are still metal, but what happens is they're instantly given a shade of black, I suppose. You guys can look in a second, and it just highlights all the details within the metal. Because obviously, if you've got a stark, a white metal, pewter metal sort of thing, sometimes it can be hard to look at the detail till you've started to paint, and then you're like, that's a belt, or that's this. So that's a really cool thing that this company offer. And for such a small amount extra, I think it's only a few pounds, maybe £5. Don't quote me on that, but it's not a lot. And that's then applied to however many you order, I guess within reason, I'm not sure. It's pretty good, and it does help, painters and things. It's something I'd most likely look into if I was to order some models off of this company, which I believe having a quick glance at these, look at the stuff that I've seen on the website, like I've said already, I'm definitely going to be looking into it because they're wonderful, wonderful miniatures. So, as we do, so I say, it's already, so if I just tip the box a bit, you can see them all in there. These are all metal, and by the looks of it, there's nothing that's actually been glued together. Like I say, a couple have come out of their sprues already, although it looks like it's because the metal slotters are too thin to actually fill the plastic gaps up too easily anyway. So, I'm trying to suss what's what. So anyway, we'll just go for it. So you have a little ball. So you've got a tiny little ball there, and it's got what looks like a tongue. What is that, Kenny? Do you know more than I do? I'm sure you do, dude. But yeah, that's or is it a spoon? Is it? I'm honestly not entirely sure, but yeah, you got a little ball there, and you can see the Greebo. If you look, you can see there's like that dark black tint to all the grooves and the shade and stuff. That's that Greebo stuff, and I think this is like a little complimentary thing that comes extra with the thing when you've pre-ordered it, or you know, kickstarted it. I think, I'm not sure. So okay, you got a little ball there. And we just sort of go from there, really. So yeah, so here we go. This looks like each one of these is completely is an individual. There's no duplicates, which again is a big plus. It's a good thing. You know, I know of. I'm sure we all know of a very well-known miniatures company that you buy these models, are very good models, but there's often a duplicate issue, and these guys don't look to be duplicates. It looks like they are unique. I think. We'll have a look. There's plenty of variety anyway. So you've got a tiny little pig orc there, look. And he looks like he's been squashed down there. His legs are splayed out in front of him and behind, so that's pretty cool. If that can focus out there too well, I'm sure. There you go, there's one. Great little character there. Got another. I'm not sure, these could actually be like classed as balls maybe, I'm not entirely sure. There's another dude there. And then you've got another one. Oh, there's four altogether. There's another dude there. And you've got another there. All his tongue lolling out there, look. Great little characters. Really, really cool little characters. I like these a lot. I like this one in particular. Actually, he's pretty cool. He's got his back legs kicked down behind him. His front legs are, you know, holding him up. He's got his tongue out. That's pretty cool. Spikes on the back of him. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's get the big boy out of the room. Let's get him out. He's awesome. I'm assuming this would be counted as a black orc. I assume. Look at him. He's a bruiser. And he is a solid piece of metal. Check him out. He is seriously weighty, so I'd imagine you'll want a bit of varnish on him after you've painted him up, because he is going to get knocked over. I'd imagine he's going to chip if you're not careful, but look at the detail. He is awesome. Armoured up to the hilt. If you look at the shoulder pads, it's got a face type thing sort of sculpted into that. Don't know if you can make that out. See there, the teeth and things. Yep, he's a cool miniature. So I'm going to group these together as best I can. So it looks like got quite a few blockers. Is it blockers? Linemen? I'm trying to think what we call the Ork Bloodbowl. Like the linemen and such. I think that's linemen, not sure. But so you got an orc there. Orc. You got a pig there. Look. You got one leg. He's making a run for it. Brilliant. Another one here. Looks like he's actually sat within a helmet. There he is. Like I say, guys, I think there is a couple of duplicates in terms of the sculpts, actually. I'll tell a lie. I think there could be a few duplicates. I'm not entirely sure. Or they might actually be all subtle. You know, they are all individual with subtle differences, but a similar build compared to some. Maybe. But even so, they are amazing models. They're really, really good. Check them out. And again, the Greebo really does actually accentuate the detail. It makes it really nice. I'd love to paint these up. Just looking at them like this. Look at this dude. How cool is that? Mean face. Got his armour, proper little dude. Size-wise, not sure in comparison, can't really dig mine out, but in comparison to the Bloodbowl miniatures, I'm not entirely sure size-wise if they're a bit off compared to the Games Workshop say stuff, you know, the official Bloodbowl stuff. I'm not sure. They look slightly smaller, apart from a couple, but I think because they're pigs, obviously that's what they obviously would be. But they fit in nicely with the teams, with the games of the main company, or with other third-party miniatures, I'm sure. You have I'd imagine you could paint him to make him look like he's got staring eyes as such, from a blank metal perspective. I'd imagine this dude is asleep. You have a pig asleep. Look at that, that's cool. That is good. Brilliant little sculpt there. This is a fantastic one. You got a pig on top of a ball. How cool is that? How cool is that? That's brilliant. Whoop. That's a brilliant sculpt. How cool is that? And again, quite weighty, because these are all solid lumps of metal. So for me personally, I love metal miniatures. It's just my thing. It's what I prefer. And there you go, another chap. I'm going to say this is most likely a Blitzer type character, as he's a mean machine. Another Blitzer character there. Free hair, look. Nicole, look, got the Mohican. Got a few scratches in the armour, if you can see that there. Look at that face. That is a cool face. Yep. awesome, awesome miniature. Do you like that? That is very, very cool. I do like these. These are very cool. Another awesome character there. Look again. Is he the same as the previous one? Ah, no, no, they are. They're all different. It's just very subtle differences. Look. So similar body sculpt, except obviously got a helmet. This chap's got a helmet on, and the face design is superb. Look at that. That's really good. Really good miniatures. I'm liking these a lot. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. This guy, another armoured up character, which I think is similar to this one. Yeah, again, very slight difference, but they are different. His arms are slightly open there, looking a bit ahead rather than this chap's looking away. Very cool. Check that out, like that, that's good. Once we go for all of them, we're nearly there. Another blitzer type character, I'd say, maybe, or you could have it as a catcher, ball catcher. Try and think what the Orcs have in their Blood Bowl teams, like the official 4 lineup. I can't think. You've got linesmen, Black Orcs, blitzers, and catch and throwers. Oh, you know, there's the 4. So yeah, you could have them as a thrower, maybe. Ah, sweet again. Mohawk again. These are good, really good. I recommend getting these guys. Smashing armor detail. Nice. The poses are quite static. They're not you know, epic like running dynamics, but it kind of suits the theme of what they are. I mean, obviously they're pig orcs. They're pig orcs. They're pigs. They're, you know, they're not going to be like hurting around, you know, sprinting, you know, sort of thing. So it kind of suits. They'll be quite solid. They're going to be stuck in their line, their tackle line, their tackle zones. This is a cool character. Full of food by the looks of it. He's got big old chubby cheeks there. His hands on his neck. Look, he's well chuffed with himself. Yeah, I'd like to see this guy running the whole hog and scoring a try. Yeah, he's cool. You got a lot of character in these miniatures. I like these miniatures a lot. And again, so here you go. Look, so this one's holding the ball. So you want holding the ball. So again, this could be a thrower. And you could pair him up with. Where's the other one? There's another one running on top of the ball. How have I lost him? Oh, there he is. Look. So there you go. Look, you've got your 2 throwers there. I'm sure that might even be the intention. It's not just me thinking. I'd imagine this is the intention, they're holding the balls. But again, it's cool. Really, really cool. Awesome, awesome little miniatures. Last 2. And then a couple of linemen again, maybe, I guess. There you go. 2 more linemen. There you go. And again, the character of his face, look, superb. Brilliant. Yeah, really like these guys. These are cool. Really, really cool. Well, I have to admit, I'm sold. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely sold. I like these a lot. It's a shame you don't get more of these big fellas, but that's a serious. I mean, in comparison, he's about the size of my thumb, and I've got reasonably big hands, so it's quite a size. Not as big as like the actual official orc, Black Orcs, but I could picture him seriously taking on a Black Orc and winning. Because look at him, he's a stocky, seriously beefy dude. But I think in terms of actual models to represent Black Orcs, it seems like he's the only one to really be the type. I mean, maybe the Mohican guys, maybe the guys with Mohicans, they're all Black Orcs as well. Are they? I'm not sure. Or like I said, Blitzers maybe. There's quite a few. So in the kit you get 1 big dude, you get 4 Blitzer looking types, and then you have got, let's have a little look here. So this has got plenty of linemen. I'm not sure if these are linemen, so you know, don't quote me wrong. If I just set the numbers up, it gives you guys an idea of, you know, how many miniatures you're getting and in what order they're meant to be and what characters they're meant to be, from my assumption, if you see what I mean. So looking at it, so you've got enough here for an actual starting orc team, although maybe not one that is, you know, real tournament quality or like real threatening quality. But you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You've got 12 linemen. You've got 4, what I would say are the blitzers. You've got 2 throwers, and you have 1 Black Orc. Now, I'm not sure what a professional Orc Blood Bowl player would say to that, but I would assume that's not the strongest because you're lacking in Black Orcs. Plenty of blitzers. You've got a couple of throwers there. You know, I imagine throwers are quite a good investment. You've got loads of linemen, so if you get a few kills, you've got more miniatures to replace them and stuff if they've been knocked out or killed out of the seasons. but the lack of many Black Orcs might be a put off, maybe, not sure. I'm sure you could buy other third-party miniatures to complement this range, but you have enough here for a plentiful starting team. And of course you've got 4. Well, there's one thing that I am missing out on. You have so along with the 12 linemen, the 4 blitzers, call them this: 12 linemen, 4 blitzers, 2 throwers, and the 1 Black Orc. You also have 4 of these little fellas, the tiny little pigs. Now, I'm not sure what you'd class them as. I don't know if they're classed as balls, maybe, if they're maybe like complementary ball miniatures, or they do have, obviously, this, the first thing we looked at, which is obviously a ball type thing. So, I know you could have a slight parody and have some of the linemen as more blitzers and the Mohican-looking pigs as Black Orcs, and then have these guys as teeny-weeny, funny little linemen. I don't know. You can try it, I suppose. It's up to you. It's your team. So you have theoretically got the miniatures here to make a full complementary and good little tournament standard miniatures thing. But if you want miniatures that look exactly what they should look like or should be, then you've not possibly got the look for them. But again, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Green stuff. Some of them do all sorts. But yeah, as miniatures go, let's get this spun around a little bit. There we go. So as miniatures go, these guys are awesome. Very, very cool. Hope you can see it all. I've kind of got the camera a bit of a funny angle. Very cool miniatures. I recommend them. I'm definitely going to be getting some. Definitely. I think there's coming up. Really good look into the Greebo Games range, because there's some really good stuff there. As I say, my friend Kenny sort of introduced me to, and he sort of sold them to me as such. And cheers, Kenny, for letting me do a little unboxing review and little look at these guys. I hope you guys got to see it okay. I hope the light's okay. It's quite a dull day today. I've tried to get as much light on as I can in the dining room, but it's not really, I've got a bit of a shadow thing going on this side of the face. But yeah, hope you like the look of them. I hope you enjoyed having a little look at this, see what you think of them. Check it out, Greebo Games. Really, really good up and coming I say up and coming. I assume they're up and coming. I've not heard of them too recently, but you guys, correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, they're a good company, really cool company. Do some awesome miniatures for decent prices. These, at a glance, these were 60 something euros. So, what's that in English money? 60 euros is what? I don't know, 50, 55 pounds, I guess. I'm not sure. You do the maths, but for the amount of miniatures you got here, the amount of time you've been investing in the detail of these miniatures, because these are detailed, although they're just one small lump of metal, there's loads of detail on them. There really, really is. You can absolutely go to town on these guys. Yeah, I really like them. I really, really do. I think I might be spending some more hard-earned cash on some of these bad boys. But that's all from me for now. And happy modelling as always, guys. Take care. See you soon. And yeah, rock and roll. See you later.